Guys, this is going to be Ben Parker's Dragon Ruler decks, and is there anything you want to say before we get it started? How did you do in the tournament, first off?
Unfortunately, I got handed my second loss in my history at Fanatics, but it was in the last round of Swiss, and it was the guy that came with me, but he and I trade wins off like all the time. But I ended up splitting top 2 with Chandler. We didn't even play it out, but sad thing was I had stuff in my side specifically for Evil Swarm, and I didn't even play the deck against the deck, so it didn't really pay off in any way, shape, or form. But I still split top 2 and found out I qualified for the winter championship by playing 2 tournaments. So
that's good. All right, you want to go ahead and get started?
Yep.
All right.
Alrighty, we got 3-copy Blaster. 3-copy Tempest.
Yep. You can just stack them on top of each other if you want.
Yeah.
By the way, I love the playmat.
Oh, I know. Everyone loves the boobies.
It's not booby, it's cleavage.
Yep. 3 copies Tidal and 3 copies Redox.
Of course.
Standard 12 Dragon Rulers. What we got next? I don't even remember. I ordered these, but I don't even remember how I ordered them. Tuners, double Corsica, 1 Flamvel Guard, 1 Debris Dragon, 2 Debris Dragon. That's it on the tuner side.
Yep.
1 Mythic Tree, 1 Mythic Water.
I wanted to ask you, how did these work in the deck and how do you like them?
I like them a lot. I mean, it really does open up a lot of plays. I do like the fact that it gives you access to the rank 8s, which, I mean, they really come in handy. One of them has just been absolutely brutal in the mirror match. It definitely helped me win. On the flip side, I mean, just the fact that Mythic Tree is searchable and gives you more options with the 7s because you can use it in conjunction with Tidal really helps. 1 copy of Kidmodo Dragon.
How do you like Kidmodo?
It's a double-edged sword. I mean, the effect comes in hand on defense, but on offense, it really doesn't do anything.
Yep.
Honestly, it's one of those situations where I kind of miss Trigon because at least Trigon was a fire.
Yeah.
While Trigon does almost nothing on its own, it's at least a blaster target to pop something. Kidmodo is an earth, so unless you basically want to try and take control of the board without pushing for game, that's about all he really does to me.
You've been here a while, haven't you? Okay, I just seen you guys moved over here to this.
Yeah, just needed some room. Waiters.
Yeah.
Double Max C.
We're at Applebee's, by the way. How do you like it in the main?
Oh, you have to run them in the main. I mean, I just kind of go back and forth between 2 and 3. It just depends, I guess, on where I'm playing.
Would you sometimes go in and say you're going into YCS? Would you take Komodo out for a 3rd, or?
I keep Komodo because it's the only level 3 in the deck to actually use with the Debris Dragon.
Oh, alrighty.
I'd have to find something else to take out. 2 copies of Effect Veiler.
How did this work for you?
Really, really well. I know I forced a couple of plays where, like, my buddy over here runs Yamada Dragon, so I was able to Veiler it to prevent the +5 because he had no hand. It also stopped some other plays, like, stopping a Big Eye, attempting to stop Drago Sack from generating tokens, but the thing I forgot to do with him is the fact that every time I would always, of course, Veiler upon the activation of the effect. He would always have Book of Moon or enemy controller to chain, thus my effect Veiler would resolve without effect. And last but not least, on the monster side, 2 Swift Scarecrow.
Alright.
Spell lineup. 1 Terraforming with 3 Dragon's Ravines. My biggest problem, I don't know why. I mean, people always comment about how easy it is to draw into a Dragon's Ravine. For me, for whatever reason, it's really difficult for me, even though I play 3 and the Terraforming. There are some games where I will never see a Ravine. Even with the amount of deck thinning the deck has, it's just like, whatever. Complementing the Ravine, 1 Foolish Burial.
Basic.
Because I cut the card troopers. The problem is milling. I would be one of those guys who I'd summon that card trooper first turn, mill, Star Sword, 6 cents, return. I'm just like, FML.
Yeah.
So I cut the card troopers and went for a little bit more control with the foolish and the whatchamacallit, the ravines.
Okay.
Triple Star Sword.
Basic.
Yep.
Standard.
2 MSTs for the stopping of nasty things such as
that pesky back row.
Just
got to get rid of it.
Yep. Also, although I didn't see really anyone using it today, well, I did see somebody use it, but I mean, it never got used against me. The the Vandy Emptiness. 1 book, 1 hole, 1 gold sark. I mean, all self-explanatory. And of course, the
only
2
2 traps. Return and 6 cents.
I actually played someone playing a vampire deck, and they used Vampire Grace, and caused me to have to mill a trap card. So it's like, gee, what's more useful? And I went ahead and sent the 6 cents off, so the return could still be live.
All right, extra side.
Extra deck: 1 Ancient Fairy Dragon, 1 Black Rose Dragon. As far as the 7s.
Okay.
1 Crimson Blader, 1 Spark Dragon, 1 Thought Ruler Archfiend, 1 Scrap Dragon, 1 Colossal Fighter for the 8s.
Okay.
1 Star Eater for the 11. Yeah. 1 Gaia Charger. There was actually a point today where I could have actually taken an opponent's monster and overlaid for Gaia Charger. I played against somebody running Heretics. They were at under 3,200 life points with they only had 1 Gaia Charger in their deck. And he's flipping me off right now because he's sitting next to the cameraman. So I was able to actually bring out 2 Dragon Rulers, go into Big Eye, which since I've already got it out, I was like, go into Big Eye, took his Volcasaurus,
get money,
and blew up his Star Eater for game.
Got money.
You know, a lot of people are starting to go down to just 1 Big Eye. I feel it's just too good, especially without the recursion. I think the extra deck is solid enough that, you know, foregoing stuff like a 2nd Ancient Fairy Dragon or the occasional Armory Arm, I still like having the double Big Eye as an option. 2 Dragosack.
That's, yeah.
And the funny thing is, I find myself going into Dragosack less and less, to the point of I could almost go to 1 and I would still be fine. 1 number 46 Dragulon and 1 Felgran Dragon. Dragulon is wicked in the mirror match. I mean, I basically was able to make a play where I had a Scrap Dragon, summoned, went into this thing, detached the Scrap Dragon to take my opponent's Darkness Metal, brought back the Scrap Dragon, and then was able to pop his Star Eater, and my monsters were big enough to get over his when the Star Eater was gone. So yeah, Dragulon is insane in the mirror match if you can bring him out.
Side deck?
Side deck. 2 Fencing Fire Ferrets.
Just to get rid of Ophion.
Ophion, there was a couple other. I actually played one guy who was running Black Wings, and just having like a small weenie monster that could suicide with a boar is not a bad thing to me. But he actually, I set, and he went into Abyss Dweller, and I'm like, wow, the only seed that really doesn't do a whole lot against my deck is actually going to hit me on this. So I pretty much, the one time I actually used the Fire Ferret, he actually negated the effect. 1 DD Crow, never really, I mean, I basically needed a 15th card. It's solid, but I never sided it in. 2 Exceed Encore, I never played versus a deck really where I needed it. I mean, again, that was the Evil Swarm hate. 2 Royal Decree, always the possibility to burn. It was a possible side for the Evil Swarm deck. I actually had 1 side deck card. After playing Chandler in the past and knowing what he'll do, I mean, what I have set right here, I will show as the last card, because I really wanted to resolve it. I've done it in the past. I did against Glad Beast like way back in the day.
Oh, that would suck.
Skill Drain.
TT.
Yep. Again, I mean, I very rarely sided. Like, I think the only things I really sided in was the Fire Ferrets. I never sided in the Encores. There was one game where I sided in one of those and one of those.
Debunks
and Wraths.
Too good.
And the last card, which will probably garner a snicker or 2.
Straight Flush.
Straight Flush.
Why?
Last time I played Chandler, I was at a point where he had 5 back rows. And, I mean, come on, nobody really expects, I mean, one, I can't go into Black Rose because he's going to have Ophion out. But that thing will do just as fine. I mean, he had out, he had a Mind Drain, a Soul Drain,
Emptiness. And
he had Emptiness,
Iron Wall,
and 1 other set. So I mean, just setting that. Oh yeah, and he had a safe zone on his Ophion. So all I had to do with straight flush and wreck all that, and my entire thing would be live. But I mean, like I said, it just never ended up coming to be because I never played Chandler. I would have played in the finals, but it was already late. The store was getting ready to close, and he was ready to go home. So I was just like, you know what? I'll be a sport about it.
Yeah. All right, guys.
I'll take the credit.
Yeah. All right, man. Well, appreciate the deck profile.
No problem.
Guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, this is White Horse on out. Peace.